God, right. In fact, should we just bring that a bit closer? Hello. Hey Lydia, how are you? Hope you're well. I bet you're looking forward to receiving your goods tomorrow. Charles, how you doing? Kathleen, the posh pheasant, Gaspard. Go to Belgium, they say. It'll be a good, what is it? Go to Belgium, they say. It'll be fun, they say. Evening, posh pheasant, Gus Designs, how you all doing? Duzu, Louise, Abby, Jay, flipping, wow.
Hello.
This is wild. So we're just now going to start the Wednesday Waffle, which is, it's sunny now. Yeah, well, flipping heck, it didn't look too good this morning. Ratty, how you doing? Flipping heck, bloody yuck alive. So, welcome, buzzing for my special Lockwood DPD delivery tomorrow. Yeah, I flipping bet you are. That's with a couple of other people as well. So this is the Wednesday Waffle. For those of you that have been along for the previous, I think this is episode 20. Can't so long, but just want to say, love your gear. Cheers, mate.
Thanks.
I love that. Good day, Ratty. So this is now episode 20. So every Wednesday at 8 o'clock I go live. But now for the first time is my little ears here. And I call her little ears because she's got little ears. Yeah, tiny little ears. But, right. Go back to work. So Ruth recently signed on officially as a partner in the company.
On my birthday.
On your birthday, yeah. It was, I'm pretty skint. And it was always going to be that Ruth was going to be a part of the company. Well, she has been a part of the company right from the beginning.
But for free?
Yeah. So, because I'm absolutely leveraged up to my eyeballs, I thought it might be a nice gesture to buy her a pen, give her an official role, and bring her into the company. So, regardless, I've got to stay with her, otherwise she'll take the company and half my house. But, no, Mum, so my mum's just joined on, and you've pressed to request to join the live, Mum. So yeah, sorry, I won't be accepting that. Little Ears gang here too. Good day. So Ruth is joining me. So though most of the time she's been behind the camera.
Or cooking dinner.
Or modelling or whatever else. But she's really taken the initiative this last week. But she'll talk about that when we get to that portion of the Wednesday Waffle. So without further ado, let's get into it. So it's actually been, the pressure has been up, but we've been having a really successful month across the full. So it's 2 days ago. It was our 10-month anniversary as a company. Hi, Mama Lockwood. It was so, Mum. The polo pilot has just said hi, Mama Lockwood. She's one of the ladies that come modelling with us at the weekend at Hinton St Mary in Bath. So we've been going 10 months as a company officially, or trying to bypass boxes. And in the last 30 days, we have had over a quarter of our overall sales in just the last month. So that has been, mind-blowing. It really seems now that people have understood what is going on. People have heard the story and they want to, get involved, get some bloody good products on their bodies and really support the British economy, basically, in short. So that's been really good. And I say the pressure has been on. It's at a point now where we're, beginning of August, nearly. We're a month away from the smocks coming, but we're at the point now I'm having to buy all the fabrics. We had to pay for the shoot in Bath and Hinton St Mary last weekend. So it's been a lot of money has been going out. And I've been doing a lot better with it than what I have been in the past, put it that way. Last week I finished up talking about Wednesday at Hickstead, where John Kyle speaks, who's a commentator on most British eventing meetings, and he also was commentating at Hickstead. Hey, Heather, how you doing? So that was really cool. And then I spoke about the numbered labels, which we finally we're off out the door again to Arena UK. Well, I say we are. I'm off out the door to Arena UK tomorrow. So although it's showing and all sorts, but I need to learn the circuit and make up my own decisions, I suppose. But and then I spoke about we got the finalised labels, samples done, seen the pictures of them for the upcoming wax smocks, and then the new updated individual numbered labels for the Churchills and the Metropolitans, because all of our smocks are all individually numbered, so they really are a collector's piece in years to come. So then moving straight on to the Thursday at Hickstead. It was a bit of a slow day in terms of footfall, but that Barker's Equestrian, any of you that are watching, go give them a look up, give them a follow and see what they're up to, because they, among two other brands that were there, were such a great support to me. It's going out by yourself on your own. I sort of compared it a little bit to them relationships that I got with Heather and a fella whose name has totally escaped me now. He sort of was, I presume, working earlier on in the week and then was there all weekend. And then next door, or sort of sandwiched, Heather was sandwiched between Suzanne Sherratt Designs, who is also on Instagram, you can look her up, and then Espayo Equestrian. And I sort of said, with them three businesses, it almost felt like they were kind of just watching over me. They were really giving me tips and pointers, reassuring me when it was a bit quiet. I sort of compared it a little bit to how it felt when I, certainly first joined up. You had that real sense of camaraderie, which just for some reason seems to have gone out of the military of recent years. But so it was really nice, actually, and they were just brilliant people. And Ever and her fella were the quickest ones to pack up, and their method of setting up their stand, oh my God, I couldn't believe it. It was fantastic. It's me from the undercut. Who's the doppelganger of a mate of yours? Yes, mate. How's it going? Yeah, good. Doppelganger of that
the
mate.
The one that you thought was what was his name?
Oh God, yes. Bloody heck, who did he look like now? That is gonna do my head in. Yeah, so I'm obviously live streaming here on TikTok and Instagram, and someone down here is just, there was a guy that I met at the Rundle Cup, and he looked a spitting double of someone I know, and now it's totally escaped me. But anyway, and then also on Thursday I reached out, so I watch or listen to, when I'm driving around here, there and everywhere and back to front and halfway to Mars, the numerous podcasts, but one that I've really started listening to in the last couple of months that has been incredible is the James Sinclair Business Podcast. Now, even if you're not in business and it's something that you might be looking into, you're back. It's certainly, hey Dan, how you doing, mate? It's certainly something that I would say you should listen to. So that's James Sinclair, the Business Podcast. So I reached out to him and didn't really expect to get a message back, and then again it might have been one of his team that replied to me, probably was. But they, I was trying to get him in some of this clothing, and they basically talked me into. Well, I said, look, I'm a start-up, so I don't think I'll be right for it yet. But they says, well, look, they looked me up, looked at my brand, and they says, well, looks really interesting what you're doing. Just apply. We'll get you on. Doesn't matter if you're a start-up. We think your story is quite interesting, so we'll get you on. So I applied, and I've got a date booked the 21st of October. I'll be going on that, and that has weekly or monthly listeners of 100,000 people. So that will be incredible for, brand recognition and awareness. So I'm really excited about that. Only Forces, How the Devil, so that is a page. Any others watching that don't know, that is it's the new version of Fill Your Boots, and it's basically a soldiers' union. So if anything is going on untoward, I'm told people will send the messages and they will out it. So yeah, really good. And no, nothing from Clarkson. Basically, I'm just waiting until I get the smocks delivered. Then I'm going to be going down to the Farmer's Dog, meeting the manager, showing them the smocks, and that is the hope anyway. And then getting them in the shop. But they always say 100% British made, so I need to fit the one last piece of the puzzle is the zips. So yeah, see how that goes. And then Friday was. It started picking up a bit, got some good footfall on the stand again, not really much to report there. Or was it Saturday that you went to the game fair?
No. I came to you Saturday.
You went Sunday, didn't you?
I did.
Yeah, so Saturday, Little Ears came up, and I suppose that was your first big event, really, wasn't it? That you've come to.
Yeah.
Yeah, thoughts?
I've done all the little ones.
Yeah.
It was a lot quieter than I thought it was going to be, but people were saying that, weren't they? So.
Tell these.
Yeah, it was quieter. I was very tired. I was running on fumes, but it was fun. And the guy, what's his name? Dan.
Dan, yeah, he's watching now.
He had some very yummy food, and I'm not saying that because I just know you're watching. It was very, very nice. And just some lovely people. Really nice. What's the word I'm looking for?
Nice atmosphere. No.
Yeah. Like stand people.
Yeah.
Traders. That's what I'm looking
traders.
for. Really nice people to talk to, so it was really nice.
Oh my God, Only Forces, thank you so much. That will be really helpful. We've got the Brecon discount code on this weekend, so that'd be bloody helpful. Thank you. And then, so that takes us into Sunday. Now Sunday, oh my Lord, if Saturday wasn't a good day for trade, Sunday was bloody mental. All through the week, people like Heather, Suzanne, Jake and his team at Espayo were saying, look, Sunday will pick up. And the first sale of the day was for 2 of these quarter zips. That person then, having looked at the smocks and saw them, then went online and bought one of them face to face with me. Oh no, battery. And then they came back later on and bought the matching gilet to go with it. So that was incredible. The amount of people coming up saying that they follow the brand, just wild. The sort of exposure that I have from all sorts of people, which I just was not expecting. And then I posted a load of pictures of some Prince Charles you need on your side. Funny that, isn't it? That's literally the 3rd time now.
Yeah.
So I always say when something gets mentioned twice, I should follow it up. And like Burnout kept getting mentioned to me, so Monday when I got back, I just took the day to just chill.
Well, you taking the day is not chilling, but.
Well, I only went out of the house a couple of times, I think.
I think you went for a run at like 6 a.m.
Yeah, I did, yeah, that's true. So anyway, flipping it. But no, so I'm working on it. I've got plans. And then just going quickly down, firing through my notes that I made over that week while I was there. Morden Fox was a company I was told that I need to look up. Lauren Jules, Latham Taylor. So I think they are 2 other British made brands which I need to look up. Met a lad called Tyler Simpson who's going to potentially be a sponsored rider for next year. There's another one here somewhere. B she's called anyway, but she's a young rider. She competes in the under 18s, but her dad came up and had a good chat with me. So I'll be supporting her from next year. I've got a graphic designer's phone number from a lady called Emily Dixon, and Mark is her fella. So we're going to get the logo revamped, and we've got a couple of potential taglines for that, haven't we? But probably don't want to say that on here because it is being recorded, and we want to try and keep the competition unawares until we sneak up behind them and yeah. Exactly. And then so I also had this pair of Welsh ladies come up who were absolutely lovely. I don't know what it is about wild people. I just feed off their energy. It's like, I don't know, petrol being put on a flipping house fire. I love it. But anyway, and she put me onto a company that produces Welsh tweeds. I don't know anyone that's been following. I once had some person going wild at me in the comments about not being a fully British brand because I didn't have any Welsh products. Although my gazebo is made in Wales, but that's by the by. And then Corgi socks, another one. So these are all two companies. I'll send you a link to someone that does media video. Cheers, Kath. So they are all manufacturers of basically knitwear and tweeds in the valleys, so that'll be quite cool for something next year. So I'm quite excited about that. What else, Jackie Olivia? Yeah. Field Sports Britain. Simon Brooks Ward, so that's a gentleman that runs the Royal Windsor Horse Show, I've been told to get hold of, and he lives around here somewhere, so yeah. Stepney Banks and Horse Ranger. So they're two charities. So two ladies that work at Ebony Horse Club came over to say hello. Because obviously I donate to them, and they basically says, well look, these are two other places that are doing really good work. Hey up Suki mate, how you doing? That's Pav's dad. So that's the notes basically from that day. And then Sunday, what did you get up to Sunday? So, as a bit of a backstory, 5 years ago, if the thought of Ruth going anywhere by herself in a car, I mean, when she first started driving, and I was in London, I used to get the train to... It was Epping, wasn't it? I used to get the train out to Epping and then drive in with Ruth, and then she would drive in, and then eventually we went a bit further and a bit closer. So the thought of driving
somewhere I don't know.
Yeah, go on, I'll let you talk about it.
So I had a secret mission to go to Ragley Hall at the Game Fair. And my mission was to hunt down Vinnie Jones, which I don't know if anyone saw the story, but it was successful. I managed to slip him a card. Basically, he said that it was like a meet and greet, come and meet him. It wasn't that case at all. It was more of a picture and go.
Now then, Glenn.
But I wasn't happy with that, so I waited around until everyone basically moved on, and he was then moving to the thing, and I tried to...
but what was the aim of all this?
Just to try and speak to him about supporting us. But yeah, I didn't get a chance to speak to him, so I was like, do you just mind taking this card and having a look? And he just was like, yeah, cool. And that was kind of it, but it was cool to meet him and put my name out there. Well, put our name out there. And I managed to speak to the guy that works for him on the show, and he said, just let me stop you right there. My wife will be quite interested in this, because I was talking about it being fully British made, supporting charities and things, and she was like, oh, that sounds really interesting. So she took a card as well. And yeah, it was really exciting.
Did you have a picture taken somewhere?
I did. I took a picture out, what is it, a Range Rover or a Land Rover that you built?
No.
Ah, yes. And I also got a picture outside Holland Cooper, which was quite fun.
Well, yeah, because they're such an inspirational, brand that's built on great British excellence. We thought that was quite nice, quite an inspirational picture to be taken.
Yeah. So, success.
Yeah, mission success. Although, to be fair, Ruth felt pretty done in about it. She's like, oh, look, I failed. I didn't really get a blah, 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 blah. And I said to her, I was like, look, you've got to plant the seed before the oak tree will grow. And it's now he is aware of us, very briefly. Was it that you that
I was close. I was so close. Put my name in.
Yeah, you were really close actually.
I was so close.
Just about 5 years away, really, to be honest. To be able to afford a car like that. Got any bucket hats in stock? Yes, mate, I do. There should be on the website, mate. To be honest, we've got some of the Glastonbury's. I think we've got we've got every colour in mixed sizes. So take a look. But after this, just message me. I'll tell you exactly what we've got, Glenn, mate. So Vinnie was at the game fair as a representative for Harkeela, a clothing brand, and quite neckily we were like, right, well, we'll just bloody go up there and see if we can get him a bloody back our clothing brand. And what would we have to offer him? Nothing. But Harkeela will be paying him...
Just the smiles, fine.
Yeah, smiles and integrity. But, that is what it is, by the by. So the seed is planted, sound, going on holiday Friday. Mate, you need a bucket hat as fast as you can possibly get one. As soon as we come off live, Glenn, mate, feel free to nip round. Got the card reader, haven't we? And then on to Monday, Sunday, closing down, we had an absolute storm of a day and then got in the van and got back. And surprisingly, it seemed to be so much quicker driving home than it was getting there. And then Monday, so like we previously mentioned, I had a day where I just did nothing, needed to recharge my batteries, had a nap at some point in the afternoon. And it was a bit of an offing day, to be honest. The usual updating the cash flow forecast. Was that the day I had the meeting with Tem?
Yes.
Yeah, I had a meeting with the accountant about the financial health of the company, which he was a bit worried about, but he doesn't see the shop back end. He only sees the bank side of it. So he was a bit like, there's a lot of money going out and there's a lot of money owed and we are in a bad position. And then when I explained to him the numbers of pre-orders and blah, 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 he was actually quite happy. So that was good. And that was Monday. And then Tuesday we received in the post, excuse me, sorry, and then did the first reveal of Ruth.
Yes.
Pin you down to stop.
Yeah.
Yo, how you doing? New Forest show, flipping heck. How is that down there, Gus? And yeah, so we did the first reveal of the knit jumpers. The sort of sleeveless ones. There's two styles of it, and I actually didn't ask for these samples to be made, so thankfully I didn't have to pay for them, because usually when you get a sample and a flipping, oh yo, how you doing, Chloe? But yeah, so that's the circle neck one, and then that's the V-neck one. But yeah, no, it's I've gained such a bloody relationship with Suki there, Pav's dad, who used to run the factory. I don't know if he's still here on the live. Let's have a quick look. Is he still here? No, he's gone. But yeah, I didn't even ask for that, and they just did it, which was bloody amazing. It just shows how much of hey Lilia, Auntie Trev. It just shows the effect I'm having on people. And getting them to buy into the brand. They're so bought in. They are offering ideas to me. It's brilliant. Dustin, hot but good. Why are you not here? But in short, Gus, because I didn't know it was going on. I've had to cram as much as I possibly can into a short period of time. I think if I'd have known that there was that county fair on, I probably wouldn't be going to Equifest tomorrow. So yeah, which is where will I be filming there again? Yeah, I'll be doing the Wednesday Waffle from there next week. So I'm out the door tomorrow, got like a day break and then straight back up there until next Sunday. So yeah. And then I got approached by an old platoon commander, not my platoon commander, but an ex-officer. Evening, Big Daz. Yorkshire Field Sports Apparel. I don't, those on Instagram you can't see, it's just come live here on TikTok. But I'm doing my first speaking event, I suppose, at their VIP event in Millhouse Green. That's on the 21st of August, I believe. But if you're on Instagram or TikTok, go check out Yorkshire Field Sports. And if you're in the area, we'll be having a bit of a, I'll be going up, talking about the vision of the brand, where it started, why it started, and where I see it going. And then just having a bit of a natter. There's a bar on, so Addy's bar confirmed last night, and the food. So that's going to be a real good little flipping knees up, to be honest. So looking forward to that. And then also, so the old officer had done a bit of networking without me really asking or saying anything about it, and he's put me in touch with a company that hold contracts with police forces across the UK, and they have a contract with the armed forces, British Armed Forces, along with some others around the world. So I'm meeting with them on the 21st of August. Daz is 29th of August, I believe. And that is, hey Mandy, how you doing? She's the lady behind the sampling at the factory in Birmingham, which is bloody good. Well, Oldbury. So all the high quality stitching is an absolute byproduct of her work right there. So I'm meeting with them anyway next in a couple of weeks' time at the Castle Hotel in Windsor. So I'm looking forward to that. And then last night I got an email about going to the Dressage Champs, which it falls. If I get the spot, I'll have 24 hours to turn around before the biggest show of the year at the event in European. So it's up near Manchester. It's Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I then collapse Sunday night at about 6:30, 7 o'clock. Get home around midnight, and then I'll unpack, repack the van, recondition the stock, and then basically get straight back in the van and drive to Blenheim Palace for the week. So hopefully that'll be really good. And it'll be a bit of a dry run for Blenheim, finalising how the stand's going to be set up and all that. So I'm quite looking forward to that. And then today, posting orders. Yeah, we got 3 orders in last night, late on, which I posted out this morning. And then we were hoping to have Jay here, but he's like myself, still serving, and he's on a tasking this week as part of the 375th anniversary of the Coldstream Guards, which is obviously the logo and the regiment which I've served for over a decade and a half. So he was meant to be here tonight to tell you a bit about what he's been doing in the business this week, but he isn't, so he will join us another time. But today, between us, around everything that I have been doing today, we've been discussing the ad strategy for this upcoming month, how we're going to deal with it. He's also been doing a lot of SEO, so search engine optimization work, and little tweaks on the website all the time. So although you loyal followers are here, it's all about spreading the brand awareness as far as we can, and that, all the back channel code, blah blah blah. Because what I didn't know, all images, Google can't read them obviously because it's a computer, but you have to write into the code so it understands what is in the picture, which helps it show better on Google. So we've been discussing that all day. My brain's been fried as it is right now. It's actually hurting a little bit, to be perfectly honest. But and then the last piece, we dropped off the 5 gilets, the 4 colours of the merino wools, and the new olive green, all in a ladies cut, sizes 8, 10, 12 and 14. Now that small stock that we have, I think we've got 17 units across, of which, I think we've got 7 of the, 1, 2, 3, 4, we've got 10 of the merino and 7 or 8 of the, either way, there's a very small amount, and they are going live on the website tomorrow at 12 o'clock. So that's pretty exciting. So that'll be the second drop that we do, but it'll be the first drop where you'll receive the products, boom, the next day. So while I'm away tomorrow, Ruth will get home, hopefully with lots of work to do after work.
Always fun.
And who's this from? Got a video. Yeah, don't know. That's a video from Izzy of Mo Jumping. But yeah, so Mum, if you're still watching, I'll be sending you a video in a bit. So yeah, all exciting stuff. And then looking forward to the future. Ruth will be home for the next 2 weeks while I'm away at shows. So orders will be getting shipped out still immediately for all the stuff that's that we have in stock to post out immediately. I'm going to be leaving it with... I'm bloody glad we spoke about this. I need to give you the dongle for the storage unit.
Yes.
Yeah, so business as usual, except that I will be in Lincoln and Ruth will be here. And yeah, we'll... and I think that is pretty much about it. So, from tomorrow, well, I mean, from right now, obviously, the Brecon smocks have got £100 off with code BR100. We've got the quarter zips all in stock. These will not be available anytime soon, but it's just a nice little sneaker peek of what we've got going on. We need to make some size and length adjustments.
Thanks, Kathleen. Yes.
Ruth holding the fort. Yeah, she is, yeah. So no, that's it. And I suppose, has anybody got any final questions of anything that you've ever been thinking that you've wanted to ask us about the brand at all? We'll sort of hold it open for another moment or two if anybody wants to ask anything. And then, yeah, I suppose, you know, the wax jackets, they're over a third sold now, which is bloody incredible. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I think you're going to be an amazing brand. Yeah, cheers, Daz, mate. Let's just go back and double check. Sound going on holiday Friday. Yeah, Glenn, mate. Have a look on the site. It's maybe from the Rundle Cup. I really want to know. I'm Hobby Boyd. I need to write that down so I can look him up later. Let's see who this guy is. Because I remember meeting him and thinking, you look exactly like bloody HOBIEBOYD. Hobby Boyd. Expect a message shortly, brother. Yeah, no, I think that's about the long and short of it. Right, well, flipping it, that is another, that's half an hour, that one. Cool. So yeah, please keep supporting the brand. It's flipping going from strength to strength. Over a quarter of our orders in the last 30 days. People are gearing up for winter because winter is coming. So from me and Ruth here, unfortunately Jay couldn't be here, but good night, God bless, and as always,
God save the king.